Okay, welcome to Smart Investing. This is Monday. We're starting a new trading week and then we will see what happened today. Nothing much really. The market is, very stable. Of course, there are earnings right now, and this week is very important earning week. You get some of the big Mac 7. Also, you get some of the hot stock like SoFi and others. So we will see what this week will bring. Without waiting, please subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Let's start straight away with the QQQ. Like I said, the QQQ flat today, minus 0.03%. So it didn't move at all because, of course, they are waiting for the earnings. And they're waiting for the earnings seasons to really give them some clues of where the market is going and where the earning estimates are going and what will be the fundamental of these big companies and the big giant companies, and especially in the technology sectors. So nothing much to say about QQQ. I was telling you that this will be a wait and see situation until we get the earnings. If you look at the S&P 500, same thing, 0.04, nothing really moved. TLT is slightly moving up, which is quite an indication that slowly but surely the market is pricing in some rate decrease. We will see about that. IWM plus 0.42, so it's a positive for today, and it's continue its kind of V-shaped recovery because you get a blunt and then a straight up. So let's see how far it will go, but the next resistance level will be 200, and 200 is a critical pivot for IWM because I told you that the trading range over these last 3 years before it break out was 200. That's the reason. So 200 will become a very key resistance level, and if it break out the 200, then it will go back to all-time high. But I think what it will do, it will test the 200, probably pull back, and then probably come back again. But we will see. It depends on the fundamental of the market, and depends on Jerome Powell stance on interest rate, because the small cap is an interest rate play. Actually, you can play TLT or you can play small cap. Depends what you want to do, or what type of risk you want to take. I think that small cap is probably less risky than TLT, because don't forget TLT, you get a duration of 20. So for 1% move, you get 20% move on the fund value. So you have to bear in mind the duration risk. It's not like treasury, you have no duration risk. So for Mac 7, flat, minus 0.39. So you see the whole market is flat. So now if we go back to AMD, flat, Palantir up. Palantir is amazing. It's going back straight to all-time high, It's just straight before earnings. Earning is the 5th of May. Can you believe Palantir goes straight to the top just before the earnings? Which is quite remarkable, considering the valuation and all this. I don't feel like jumping into Palantir until they deliver staggering level of reports of earnings, because for me, this valuation ratio is out of this world, Anyway, let's see how it's gonna play out. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe earning will catch up valuation, and valuation ratio will come down because the earnings will go up significantly. Bitcoin 94 also holding really well. Euro has increased 0.55. So the US dollar is still weakening. Not so much, but it has weakened a lot since the Liberation Day of Donald Trump. Liberation Day, they liberated your portfolio of its market value. Anyway, this is life, You cannot control what is outside your control. So it's better not to worry too much about it. Okay, what is interesting also is that the VIX is actually being flat at 25. Is a decent level, 25, but it's not the level that we have been before. Don't forget that we have been at 60 not so long ago. So it's a good news that it stabilizes on the way down. Otherwise, we have Amazon earning on the 1st of May, Apple earning on the 1st of May, Google earning we already have, Meta earning on the 30th of April. which is basically the day after tomorrow. NVDA is mid-May, so it's a bit further down, 28th of May, sorry. So we will have all Max 7 earnings by this week, except for NVDA, which will be the end of May. So I invite you to follow the earning of this week. And from this week, I think from after this week is over, we will see exactly the direction of the market. There is no doubt about this. Other than that, we can see if there are any significant movers. Not so much. So let's go straight to the economic calendar. Monday, nothing really special, you see. Tomorrow, there will be some retail sales on house as job opening and job quits. So that's a few job numbers and statistics that the market likes. Wednesday, some GDP numbers, PMI, and core PCE, personal spending, and Thursday. So Wednesday, Thursday basically is the day, and Friday also you have the non-farm payroll, and the non-farm payroll, manufacturing payroll, participation rates. Okay, basically tomorrow nothing really important, but from Wednesday onwards, you get a lot of economic data that are quite important for the market. SMCI being flat. So if you look at the headlines, nothing really much. Dollar slump, everything about the dollar weakness against other currency. JP Morgan trader turned bullish on US stocks, but one of pain to come. Tariff and trade war inside 100 dizzying days of Trump. So the headline, obviously, of the tariff is actually vanishing, which is good news for the momentum of the market, and basically the market focusing on earning. So no need to make it longer than it needs. So I thank you so much for watching this market update, and talk to you tomorrow. Bye.